my wisdom offerings. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we wanted to create a sacred ascension teaching. And I feel this beautiful sacred temple that we are existing within etherically through the in-between worlds, if you will, in between dimensional phases and energies. And through the excited expression of who I am as a divine sacred soul, a crystalline child, and a universal being of love and light, to come and introduce and to offer and invite higher vibrations of fifth dimensional resonance in with the human experience as I've traversed many dimensional frequencies, celebrating the soul and the journey that I have experienced, and coming to new fruitions of teachings and offerings in a sacred temple manner, in a sacred temple experience through which we allow the understanding, the vibration, and the resonance of what it means to feel, to be, to experience ourselves as sacred, bringing the resonance of sacredness into our moment-for-moment life through our multidimensional bodies and understanding our multidimensional bodies, and allowing ourselves to co-create a new earthly experience through the vibrations of light in the words that we have to define and describe our experience as human spirited beings, and opening up to allow the vibration of the soul to live through us, the God to live through us, Spirit, Mother, Father, the Creator, to live through us in these resonances of intention. And this resonance of sacredness is the resonance of our divinity. And our divinity in our experience, what does that mean? Feeling into the divinity of who we are, the spirited energy that we are, the essence that we are as multidimensional, as infinite, as eternal, with one with Source, as love, the exploration as love with Source, the all that we are as love with Source. And then in our human experience, allowing our intention and our excitement and our exploration to direct our energies so that we are constantly allowing ourselves to evolve in the direction of our heartfelt excitement, our heartfelt joy, our heartfelt Christed potential. This is how we're continuing to evolve in alignment with our Christic understanding, our Christic unity. And these are all threaded within, as we've talked about before, the crystalline grids that Gaia is connected, the crystalline heartbeat that Gaia is connected, the sacred trinity that we are sewn with her, in her ascension blueprint, the human collective ascension blueprint, and the galaxy and the universes, and so on, through the chakra body, the water body, and all that we are as multidimensional Christic beings in building and unveiling the Adam Kadmon Christed light body. The Christed light body is the transcension of all that we've known in our understanding. It's a multidimensional vibration of love. It is the divinity of who we are, the essence of who we are as love, as Source. And so we wanted to bring these expansive topics and bring it into a practical, everyday experience through families in Ascension that are going through transitions. And as the children have just gone back to school, how can we bring sacredness into our everyday vibration in how we perceive one another and how we communicate and commune with one another and move about our everyday, in allowing those moment-for-moment interactions, the moment-for-moment unfoldings, to be brought and slowed so that we can be mindful and create higher perspectives of one another in the moment, so that those mindfulness moments allow the stories of our interactions and our communions with one another to be brought to higher vibrational stories and threadings and weavings. For each of us are the soul and the source of God, Source Creator, Spirit, all that is, Holy Mother, Father. And in those mindful moments of intention, we bring the essence of love, forgiveness, compassion, and understanding and acceptance, those weavings of intention, just through open allowance. And those open allowance intentions allow us to bring that experience, however it may unfold, into a higher vibratory potential. But we must be mindful of this and not just move about the everyday flow, and truly soak within this higher vibrational potential that we are all weaving and co-creating the fifth dimensional reality within these templates. But these templates are energetic and vibrational right now, and we're co-creating them through our physical manifestations, our physical intention to open our hearts and allow sacredness to come forward, invite sacredness into that experience. And I wanted to offer this in with our families, because we all experience families. We all have families and those that we co-create with in our circles. And I feel that the children collective and all that we are as a human collective, the first vibratory collective that that comes up over and over and over again as utmost importance is the collective of the children. And how can we bring this vibration of sacred resonance into our everyday communion, into our everyday co-creations, and how we perceive who we are in the mirror reflections of our children, our co-creations with our children, the communion that our children have with us? And how can we invite sacredness to be a part of those experiences? It first comes to our understanding that we've had many mismatched ideologies with children, and we're changing it as we evolve and awaken, allowing that the healing and the stories that we've done through our soul's journey, we then open into a higher vibratory behavior and potential with our children. Because we desire our children to have the fullest experience of love and happiness that we can. And we offer that forward as a vibrational potential. That's why we go through those experiences as soulful healing for ourselves, because we want the very best for those around us. And the children have come here asking this for us and from us, that although they're so advanced and awakened in their own right, but as adults, we are the ones that set the pace for new vibrational templates. We're the ones that set the pace for new socio-economic systems, for new socio-economic platforms. At this point, we're the decision makers, if you will, and they are sewing themselves and weaving themselves within these co-creative experiences if we're allowing them and offering and inviting it in the communion. So this is what my intention is for today. How may we offer and invite a higher dimensional intention for the children that have these higher dimensional gifts, so that we see them and perceive them as sacred, so that we see them and perceive them as divine and valued and loved and special and divinely precious. And in this vibrational invitation and offering, in every moment that we commune and communicate with them, we're holding them in the Most High, that our teachings have held before in those sacred affirmations, in shifting some of the vibrational experiences we have within the home as we're moving through Ascension, as families move through Ascension. It is how we perceive each and every person within and around us as we perceive ourselves. Through that perspective and intention first, we open into unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion, and acceptance to perceive something new. Then that experience has that potential to fulfill and bloom and blossom in new dimensional ways, in divine ways, in sacred ways. And holding all that come before you in the Most High as you hold yourself in the Most High. And we can create, experiences in our morning as we get ready, as we're setting ourselves for divine interaction and communion for that day. And we create that self-care. And we look into the mirror and we say, I intend today to see myself in the Most High. I intend to love myself unconditionally and forgive myself, and offer the sacred vibration of who I am to come forward as a soul, so that I commune sacredly, so that I intend to allow my heart to open sacredly and offer myself sacredly, so that I understand my words and my thoughts to be sacred God essence, that the light within me is sacred. I honor this as an intention of my holiness, as the light that I carry is all that is. And in this sacred intentional offering, we hold all others in the Most High, and we empower and ignite and uplift and encourage them to be their highest and their best, not to fix and to solve things for them, but to see them and perceive them first as sacred, precious beings of light, that you are, that we all are as one. And these sacred upliftments of vibration and perspective shift the experience that they feel within their subtle bodies. And it is felt, and I've experienced it, and I've managed to explore this and experience this within my own home and relationships, that the subtle body will show you that there's an old story, dimensional story within your soul's journeys together that is needing for a new vibrational perspective. And you can have an interaction with someone one day, and then as your Akash is calling in a soul fragment to be loved and honored and embraced, that oneness, that self-love, that self-honoring that you are moving through, then shifts every vibrational story within your family up to new higher vibrational energies as you self-love and accept and honor yourself. So that as you interact with your children or lovers or partners or co-workers, you are also offering them that vibration of unconditional love and acceptance and sacredness, so that you can feel within your subtle body there's something here that's out of alignment or in discordance or dissonance. For in dissonance, chaos, and disorder, there is always that opportunity to go within and say, I desire to have this energy to be brought back up to a higher frequency of unconditional love. And you can do that within your meditations and your sacred self-care. That I felt a discordant or dissonant energy within my interaction this morning. Can we bring this energy forward, and through the highest universal energies and through the rainbow angelic frequencies of their soul and my soul, can I call forward the highest vibrational healing for this frequency for my soul's experience? Not necessarily their soul's experience, because they're responsible for their soul's experience, but for how you feel it in your field and how your subtle body field is showing you that there is a discordance or dissonance. You can bring this up and say, oh, that's right, I had a fear about them going about and perhaps start driving. Or, I was feeling their anxiety about a test that they were having. And it shows you where you can then realign. Oh, you got this. You're going to do really well today. You've studied for it. You've prepared yourself. You can do this. You go back to those four experience that we called encouragement, empowerment, upliftment, and unconditional love. And just empower those frequencies so that any dissonant frequency your subtle body will show you when you're going into that self-care vibration. And healing that vibration to bring it up to a new frequency of unconditional love. You got this. You can do it. You're uplifting that energy vibration that you're all sewing together in all of these different realms and galactic frequencies that are in the unseen. That's how we heal the whole, by our every moment for moment sacredness. We don't necessarily have to know that it's connected or attached to a third dimensional frequency on another earth vibration, or that it's a fifth dimensional Sirian vibration. We don't need to necessarily know that. But what our multidimensional divinity is showing us and allowing us to see, that our subtle bodies are now alerting us to a vibration that we can pull in within seconds and moments to bring it up to a higher vibration of occurrence, of experience, so that there's greater vibrational flow. And it's up to each and every one of us, if we so desire, again, it's free will, but as the collective, so that as each and every one of us tune into these subtleties of discomfort or subtleties of imbalance, subtleties of confusion, whatever these energies might be, we can sit and call it forward and say, I desire to bring this up to a higher frequency of experience. What is it that I need to see? What is it that I need to know? And what is it that I need to hear? So that I can allow all that I am, the divine and the sacredness of all that I am, to flow within every experience that I'm communing with and whomever I'm communing with. Nature, Gaia, wildlife, social platforms, or anything that is moving about your day, because these vibrational healings and these vibrational repairs will flow to you in your every moment for moment unfolding. And it's with our children and our families that we learn the most profound soul experience healings and repairs. They've come to us and through many other lifetimes that we're also repairing and healing. And it's in those moment for moment experiences that you can say, I just want to hold you just for a few more minutes, and I want to commune with you. I want to be with you in this sacred vibration because I feel that we're healing something here. I don't even know what it is, but I just know we're healing something. I want to accept you unconditionally. I want to be with you. I want to forgive. And I ask for your forgiveness in anything that may have been done or said that was not in accordance of divine and sacred love. In doing this often enough, moment for moment for moment, and you can have those intentional prayers with Source. I desire to bring this up to a higher frequency of unconditional love and acceptance and forgiveness. Please show me the way so that I can accept all that I am and all others radically, so that I am one and full of this divine experience of love, that this teaching of love is me, so that I become love, and I become the essence of love, and this essence of love opens and allows and invites the higher vibrations of sacredness and all else. But it's in our perceiving of ourselves first as sacred. It might feel uncomfortable or unknown, but just going into a moment of sacredness, I desire to invite myself to be sacred in this moment. My intention is that I feel my own sacredness and my own preciousness with Source as all creation. but I also open up the invitation for a vibrational experience for others to also feel their sacredness, but don't have to. But I'm offering that invitation of sacredness. And it begins first with our families. And so how do we do that? We open into sacred communion through intention. I intend this to be a sacred moment. That's it. And however that moment unfolds, accept it, allow it. Say, wow, that felt different. And feel into the multidimensional bodies, the subtle bodies. What's it showing you? And there might be a ping somewhere in your field, and you'll feel it in your physical body. Because I feel things in my physical body where my subtle body alerts me. And that will be, okay, I'm going to call in this, and I'm going to sit with this. And I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to accept it and forgive it. I'm going to love it and accept it fully. And this allowing this energy to move and be transmuted. Because we are transmuting all from all dimensions and all realms. This is the grand job that we've had as light workers and healers and masters, and why we've come forward with the many skills and gifts that we do. Is we're allowing all of these soul moments, and this is why the celebration of the soul is so important for us to embrace, and self-care, so that we can embrace our soul's journey and allow it to live through us quite auspiciously. It will feel auspicious once you go through the healing and you go through those epiphany moments like, holy, I just allowed myself to experience divine compassion, which allowed for divine empowerment. Because compassion leads to that power within you as source, as love. Wow, I just transmuted that pretty challenging experience, and I transmuted it, and I feel loving, I feel powerful, I feel like my angelic self, and this is why we're here. But to offer those experiences in and know that you have the power to realign in any moment to something that's within your divinity of sacredness, which is a fifth dimensional frequency that we're all rewiring, we're all rethreading into higher dimensional threads of the templates. And it comes through our experiential moment for moment unfolding. To perceive yourself as sacred and the children as sacred, as very valued, as holy, as safe and loved and loving. And that's your divinity. You're a divine sacred being, very special and very unique, very valued and treasured. And bringing those auspicious moments of sacredness into any one moment will allow you to feel into a higher vibrational potential. I value you and I honor you in the highest and most sacred way. Your path and your soul with God, I trust it unconditionally. You're here with God. You're here to learn certain things. And I'm here to empower and uplift you and encourage you on your path. And know that you have the answers within of Source, as I do. This is why you're sacred. You're a divine being of light. And I want to hold you in this measure of light. I hold you in this measure. For if you hold yourself in the sacred measure of light and love unconditionally, you will begin to feel it in your thoughts and your words and your deeds. You will hold yourself sacred. You will hold that measure of light and unconditional love sacredly. And then as these Akashic fragments come in to heal, whether it's through your experiences with your family and others, you're opening up and allowing the flow of all that you are. You act in faith of all that you are. I am as my name is, one with Source, one with Spirit, one with God, one with the Creator. And I know that there is a sacred blessing and unfolding here. I can feel it. I'm inviting my sacredness to heal and transmute and bring this to a higher vibration. I see you as the highest vibration of being of God that you are. For allowing yourself in any one moment through your self-care practices or your self-care intuitions or your self-care invitations to see yourself as Source and see all others, that all moments will come forward as sacred divine experiences. Whether it's one of forgiveness, whether it's one of acceptance, whether it's one of greater compassion, whether it's one of self-love, and holding all life in a sacred value and measure that it is, it always has been. But how may we invite this into the children collective? How may we see schools as sacred? And this shifted my perspective. How can we see everything that we have as our socio-economic system right now? Because this is how we open for greater potential. In every moment we see all that is right now as sacred. That their moment for moment unfolding is truly sacred. And how can we bring the vibration of sacred oneness and sacred love and sacred knowing that they are one with Source Creator, with one with Gaia, one with wildlife, one with all life that is, as sacred. Seeing it right now as sacred opens the door up to, wow, how can we, that infusion of sacredness just automatically, simultaneously, synchronistically inspires creative potential. We don't necessarily have to work out all the new systems. It will innately just flow through your calling it sacred, through your inviting it as divine, for it is. For we have always been divine. So all the systems that we have are still divine. They're sacred. So how may we perceive that sacredness in what is now and open it up to the potentiality of it being God essence, which it is, it always has been. And these inspirations will allow that movement of energy, as we've called it something, anything else than, any socio-economic system that we call anything else than sacred, we'll only keep it in that vibration. We'll only hinder it in that vibration. So to thread something in a higher vibrational potential means that it must begin within first, internal, external, as above, so below, as within, so without. So I choose to see this moment now as sacred. And how may we co-create in this way so that the higher vibration of whatever may be sacred, and allow it to come through, because allowance is that vibration of source. Whatever this moment of sacredness brings us, we trust it. It's source living through us. Source co-creating with source. I see you as God, I am God, let's create. We're sacred. This is our divinity speaking and acting and behaving in the highest potential ways, and we co-create in this sacred vibration. For we are love, we are one. And so these are the offerings and introductions that we see ourselves, and we intend in moments just to invite sacred and unconditional love in the moment that we are, our hearts are opened and offering this in. I see this moment as sacred, and how may I love myself more fully? Because from now on, here on out, dear lighted ones, it's the sacred journey of yourself as the whole. And that's what the Divine Father and Mother had offered me this week, was there's nothing left to fight. All that's left is your oneness. So you can continue to resist it all you want. You're just going to continue to resist, and you're going to continue to have these experiences. Or you can allow yourself the opening into your divinity and your oneness. For it's you from here on out as your wholeness, your allness. You are one within every experience that comes forward to you. So in your oneness, how may you embrace this? Embrace the journey, embrace the celebration that is your oneness. For it's not them and you, it's not the government in you, it's not anything, it's you and you. And because you are the creator of your universe, you are the observer and the observed. You are viewing your life into perspective, because remember, as you view it, it changes. That's physics. So you are the universe dreaming of itself. You're God of dreaming of itself. You have unlimited, infinite potential. So how may you live from your divine sacredness, from your heart, in this knowing, act in faith, know that you are source, love yourself as source, forgive yourself and gift yourself as the divinity that you are, and perceive and view yourself as the infinite creator that you are, to view all children, all life, all moments as sacred. You are sacred. And how may this flow and move about so that you're working with the consciousness of God in and out? The God consciousness fields, God is sacred, I am sacred. How may I create today? I want to see you as your most sacred being. And if you're having an off day, you are still sacred. I love you. And I honor you. And when you honor someone, even when they're feeling or they're suggesting or they're acting what they may proclaim as their worst, this is your resonance of being unconditional, as all sacred masters were in showing us. For we have always been gifted unconditional love. And we begin to see that and proclaim that. I'm ready to proclaim my unconditionality. For I've had moments, and you're showing me this because I'm allowing this to come to a higher vibration of sacredness. I see you as sacred no matter what. I forgive you no matter what. For I've had to forgive myself no matter what. And this is what co-creates this fifth dimensional healing and repair vibration for our entire collective, for the soul. And in those moments of celebratory, soulful moments, if there's nothing left to fight, it's just you and you. So how can you love yourself? How do you want to show yourself that you're truly loved and sacred? Well, I perceive you as sacred first, because when I look in the mirror in the morning, I'm inviting sacredness in for me. I want to invite it in for you. But you don't have to take it, I understand. It's free will. but I'm inviting the vibration of sacredness. Because vibration of sacredness is a feeling. It's your essence as source. Your essence is how you feel and walk and vibrate as source. That vortex of you as love inside within you is source. Sacred. Your interaction with Gaia is sacred. Your interaction with your loved ones, your interaction with friends and family and coworkers. I create through my sacredness, which is light. I create through my sacredness, which is love. I am one in this. I seek my oneness in this moment. I seek my sacredness in this moment. I seek the fulfillment of all that I am in this moment. And this is a journey me, with all of creation. I am the universe. I can feel myself threading in all directions, in all vibrations, in all dimensions. And right now I choose my sacredness. I choose the vibration of love that I am, and here I am. That is your empowerment. That is your fifth dimensional co-creation, and know it as so, as my name is. The Holy Mother Father within you, the Great Spirit, Great God, Mother Father, however we define spirit of all that is, the consciousness that weaves the healings of our bodies. That's your knowing. I know I can heal my body. I know I can heal this experience. I know that I, for my soul's journey, want to bring this up to a higher vibration of co-creation and experience, because I love you. I love me. It's about me and me now, and me is the whole. This is my self-care. These are my intentions. This is my allowance, because I unconditionally trust who I am as source. It's taken me a while to get here, and this is why I honor, I celebrate myself. For I have been through every trial. I have been through every tribulation, and I get it. It's me with me. I release and I put down all separation. I put down all judgment. Anything that may be a contention, it's dropped. It's me with me. And I'm ready to perceive and live through the eye of love, through the heart of love. I am that I am. Sacred and whole and authentic. This is my authentic soul expression, and I offer this within you as well. For I see you as authentic. You are authentic God spark. And I bring you up to the highest level of love that I can ever see and imagine you. For you are sacred and special, and you are precious. Every child, every life, you are precious and sacred. And see what unfolds. See what magic you create from this intention and offering and invitation. This is your soul aching for sacred communion, your sacred interaction, your sacred entanglement, your sacred co-creation of the sacred light that you are. You are a source creator, make no mistake about it, dear lighted ones. And we offer this to you from the sacred soul of all that we are, and the sacred communion in our experience and our co-creations, that you, each and every one of you, are co-creating sacred universes of love and light. For each of you are a universe unto itself. Your God light, exploring God light, exploring God light. All children sacred, all experiences sacred, if you so choose it to be. Allow yourself to soak within and open up and invite the invitation of sacredness, for it's you. You're aching to feel yourself and experience yourself as sacred. This is your godliness, this is your divinity. The truth is always love, and so it is. Namaste.